like to sing the bottom 40, you know. Can't get any lower than that. The other night when I come drunk as I could be, saw a horse in the stable where my horse ought to be. I said to my wife, the pretty little wife, please explain to me. Leave this horse in the stable where my horse ought to be. She said, smiling, you darn fool, silly fool, can't you plainly see? Nothing but an old milk cow my mother gave to me. I'd travel this whole world over 10,000 miles or more, but a milk cow with a saddle on I never did see before. The other night when I come home, drunk as I could be, saw a hat hanging on the rack where my hat ought to be. I said to my wife, my pretty little wife, please explain to me, what means this hat hanging on the rack where my hat ought to be? She said, smiling, you darn fool, silly fool, can't you plainly see? Nothing but a tea kettle my mother's gave to me, an old tea kettle. Well, I traveled this whole world over 10,000 miles or more, but a tea kettle size 7 I never did see before. Other night when I come home, drunk as I could be, saw a head at the head of the bed where my head ought to be. I said to my wife, my pretty little wife, please explain to me, put his head at the head of the bed where my head ought to be. She said, you darn fool, silly fool, can't you plainly see? It's nothing but a cabbage head my mother gave to me. No cabbage head. Well, I traveled this whole world over 10,000 miles or more, but a cabbage head with a mustache I never did see before. Darn fool, silly fool, can't you plainly see? You came home the past 4 nights as drunk as you could be. Thank you, you lovers of fine songs. Thank you. We got another one coming. This is a real oldie. I mean, about 200 years old. It's about as old as I am. The Devil and the Farmer's Wife. Farmer lived near. Here's the key. me can see. It's been 200 years since I've sung it. A farmer lived near hell. He and his wife there did dwell, singing fi-di, fiddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. Well, the devil to the farmer did say this: one in your family I'll sure take away, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. It's not my oldest son I pray, for he's too young to be taken away, singing fi-di, fiddle-I-fi, fiddle-I, diddle-I-day. Farmer, I come for your wife, for she's the bane and torment of your life, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. Well, he hoisted her upon his back, and down the hill he went clickety-clack, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. When did they get there? The gates were shut with a sweep of a foot. He laid open his nuts, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. Well, 10 little devils with ball and chains, she upped her foot and kicked out the brains, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. One little diddle was sitting on the wall, say, take her back, Daddy, she'll murder us all, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. Well, he hoisted her upon his back, and up to earth he went clickety-clack, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. The farmer was peeking through the crack, and he saw the devil bringing her back, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. This proves that the women are better than the men. They can sit down the hell and got sent back again, singing fi-di, diddle-I-fi, fi-di, diddle-I-day. That's the real stuff. What you got? What key?
Well, what we got? We'll do
Last song.
play a song in D.
D. The song is I'm riding on the railroad, but up to my knees. It's a good number. I got this recorded.
Working on the new railroad with mud up to my knees. Working for John Henry, he's very hard to please. I've been all around this world. If you go out courting boys, take your fishing. If fishing, boys, take your fishing line. But if you go out courting, don't leave your gal behind. I've been all around this world. Well, I went to town the other night, Molly passed me by. Went to town the other night and Molly passed me by. I could tell her mind was changing from the roving of her eye. I've been all around this world. Well, do you remember, Molly, when you gave me your hand? Do you remember, Molly, when you took me by the hand? You said if you ever married that I would be your man. I've been all around this world. Well, where'd you get those high-heeled shoes and the dress you wear so fine? Where'd you get those high-heeled shoes and the dress you wear so fine? Well, I found these shoes in a boxcar and the dress weren't far behind. I've been all around the world. Well, the new railroad is finished, boys, and the cars are on the track. New railroad is finished, boys, and the cars are on the track. Molly's going down the line, I doubt she's coming back. I've been all around this world. So if you see a rich girl, send her down the line. If you see a rich girl, just send her down the line. But if you see a poor girl, she'll be a friend of mine. I've been all around this world.